Hi, my name is Leslie, and I'm making this video in response to some videos that are going around on the web that show people wearing a blindfold for 1 minute and trying to accomplish tasks like taking care of a child or cooking or eating and having a really hard time with it. I am blind, but it's taken time. It took me more than 1 minute to learn how to live with that blindness. And I just want to show people that blindness isn't a death sentence. It's not life-ending. You can still get out and do things and live the life you want to live, do what you want to do, as long as you understand that it takes a little bit of time to learn how to do those skills. So what I'm going to show you today is how we cut some materials in the shop. None of these shop tools have been modified in any way, shape, or form for blindness. They're just like they came out of the box, and the only thing that we do different here is we measure with this device, a click ruler, instead of a tape measure, so that we can feel how to measure, how our measurements indications are, and we just make sure we understand the procedures and the safety techniques for how to use these tools and do it effectively and safely. So what I'm going to do today is show you how I built the squares for my chessboard. And I have a piece of stock here on the table saw. It's already been set up to cut squares. I've ripped it down to, it was a wider piece of board, and I've ripped it down to 2 1/4 inches in width, and now I'm going to cut 2 1/4 inch squares. So I'm going to put my click ruler out of the way, make sure I don't cut it in half. I'm going to lift my guards because the cut is too close and it'll be easier to see. I've already set the height of the blade so that it's 1/4 inch above my stock at the bottom of the teeth. And I've set the fence so that my squares, once they're cut, they will shoot off the back. Now that's my procedure, but my safety measures are this miter gauge, which I'll use to help me hold the stock in place, and I'll use it to know where to keep my hands. Normally when I'm cutting on a table saw, I would stand on the other side of this fence just in case the saw kicks back. But for what I'm cutting today, I can't do that. So I'm going to put my hands in a way that they're going to be safe. I'm going to put my fingers with my thumb and pinky finger behind the fence so that I can still hold the end of the board and keep it from popping up over the blade, but keep my other fingers out of the way. And I'm going to put my left hand on the miter gauge so that I know it's also far enough away from the blade that I won't get my fingers caught. And I'm going to cut about 4 or 5 squares. So I've got it in position. I'm going to reach down and turn on the machine. And then I'm going to put my hand back into position on the board. hands on the table and wait for all the vibration in the saw to stop. That way I know that it's safe to reach out here and find my tiles. These tiles are 2 1/4 inches square, and they're the right size to fit into my chessboard. I used the table saw primarily to make this box. It's got, oops, it's got an inlaid chessboard on top that I had to route out. It's got storage inside for game pieces and other items. It's got a divider and slots for the divider to go sit down into, and I could add another divider or move this divider as needed. And it's all the chess piece tiles are tactile. This was made, like I said, primarily with the table saw, but I also used the drill press, a planer, a joiner, and it's also finished out. So it's been rubbed with Danish oil and then hand waxed and buffed to finish the project, and then had added the hardware afterward. So this is an example of something that you can do, and I definitely wouldn't want to do it in 1 minute. It took time to learn. I had to work up to this level, but it is possible. My name is Leslie. I'm a member of the NFB, excuse me, and this is how I see it.